Hey guys, how's it going? I'm your good pal Ghosty, and there's hair on my camera. And we are going to play Danganronpa. I've already got it pulled up. I went ahead and started it up, so we could just get right into it, as you can hear from my background noise. Bucky's here. He's gonna watch us today. Hopefully he doesn't bark. Let's see, is it gonna pop right up? Pop up now? There we go. Very good, very good. Alright, let's just get into it. Because we've already got some people here, and gonna do it. Okay, we're in free time right now, which kind of sucks because I don't like free time.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime already! Tonight feels somehow uneasy. Something bad's about to happen. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. Okay, this is gonna be the loudest time.
After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead. How much could one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back. Okay, then how about we make you extra special? You can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. Well, how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards, I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line. Then she said, "You just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard the tale of the crab and the monkey?" Of course I heard it. I know all about it. But so what? The crab beats the monkey. But it's just some legend hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady. Which is why I chose the always popular bear image.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
Oh no, there's just things piling around as well. Bing bong. What horrible thing happened last night?
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. Yeah, we need to figure out how we can keep Sakura from getting murdered. Oh no! Huh? Was that someone screaming? Oh gosh, I think it came from the dining. Let's go! Run! Look how fast we run. Go, go, go! Amakoto, we got a big problem, man! What's wrong? Look! Hero's fingers shook as he poured in. Uh-oh.
Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her.
Genocide Jill killed Hina!
She looks fine. She just looks injured.
You've gotta be kidding! No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead.
I don't know what her voice is. I'm doing the same thing as Monokuma. Why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina, just all of a sudden they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table. And that led to a sneeze. Oh wait, and that led to a sneeze?
You SOB! Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shaky collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire? Totally not adorable. Anyway, you totally not adorable boys just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else. My beautiful scissors! Start cutting and insulting myself for who knows how long. Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, hero, help me. Sure thing. I really don't know how to do her voice. Especially quietly. Genocide Jack's abrasive lash chase. I'm trying to read too fast. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. I don't know what that noise is. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to finally regain her composure. Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah. It really was just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. Okay, let's see what he says. But man, I couldn't believe it. I was positive I was about to see someone's life come to an end. If I ever saw something like that, I'd never be able to sleep again, which would suck. I love sleep. Yeah, never mind the person who actually died, right? Hey, Hina. What the heck happened? We just got into a fight, and I lost my temper and flew off the handle. Let me guess, the fight was about Sakura?
But
At first, I just tried to ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. She just wouldn't let it go. So I just...
what the heck?
Without thinking about it, I felt like I just wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
You're serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she's saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door of the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was gonna fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Now she might kill someone. You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, hero! What is the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented, murderous fiend's fault. Uh-oh. She's going Super Saiyan.
Damn.
To hurt, Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone will hurt her. What is this?
How dare you!
What is this? I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch.
No forgiveness!
Unforgivable.
I can't forgive this!
Oh gosh, he's gonna flip out. Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. What? I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this!
Why? Somebody save me! Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. I'd be scared too. She's a little scary. But just a second later, what's going on?
Hey,
What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot.
it would seem...
I gather that something happened. Kyoko! Please, you have to stop Sakura!
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm drawing a line. Right here and now. Fine.
Goodbye.
Wait, Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were me and my bestie that doesn't like me anymore. Can you please talk to me? Oh, I hit the refrigerator. Please talk to me, refrigerator! Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine. Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah? To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
Arrogance? What?
Because
ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And I...
may have overreacted. She's blushing. She misses us. She loves us. I'm going to give her a promise ring and we're going to be in love forever. Huh?
Anyway,
Got her. Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, it's just, let's just forget about it. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh goodness, maybe we can actually hang out with her. No point in going anywhere else. So I'm gonna tour again.
whew,
Oh, someone else? What is it you want to talk to me about?
indeed.
Acid reflux going on. Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere. I have business today. Where?
So,
Just come with me and you'll find out.
shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away. Suddenly, Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence. And in silence, I chased her. And eventually we arrived. Where? Ooh. The dressing room? So there's something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right, it has to do with alter ego. But you said you didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that alter ego. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. alter ego wants to ask us something. Okay. What's up, alter ego? Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is 2 not enough?
Thank you.
No, it's okay. 2 should be plenty. Alter ego, so we had a friend at the beginning of the game who was the ultimate, hacker, and they died. He died. So now he made this program before he died on this computer, and it's like kind of like his ghost, I guess. And he like hacks into the mainframe and stuff, and has given us information about the school, and like trying to give us information about who is keeping us held captive and all this other stuff. So he's just a program, but he's basically like a replica of the person who died earlier in the game. No, it's okay. 2 should be plenty. But what is it he wanted to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed the question. What did you want to ask us?
So,
Oh yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, Why?
you see,
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop there, saying I finished my work,
but
I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so we can get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school,
That's right.
the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I don't know if that word is banned on Twitch. I'm just gonna over it. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still,
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm gonna
If
do
it's
my
for the
best.
sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked the difference between a person and a program, right? I don't remember asking that, but sure. Yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's the answer even the program's creator can't answer. But to say this,
Correct.
there's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko, to be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risk, the mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey,
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now, if...
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend? Okay, but like, alter ego is really important, and if the mastermind finds it, we're screwed.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
I want to believe in myself. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place?
That's right.
Remember, there's another place I'm getting emails. There's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without... Oh, there is a secret room. That's it, the secret room you told me about. Except, the mastermind literally came and knocked me out in that room. So, he knows about it. And took everything. So, I think they'll be suspicious if they see us going in there. They'll go check out what we were doing in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall.
However,
Just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move alter ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. That's what I'm saying! If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
that's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because this is the best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko... In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? What? So let me do it. Dog in her style? What are you talking about?
It's true.
Are we just gonna tuck it under our t-shirt or something? Okay, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, alter ego. Bear with us, okay? Okay. We started packing him up right away. Oh, I do have a jacket, I guess. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles! Shush! You can't talk right now! We're gonna move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Oh my gosh. Just start blasting computer noises. That's his version of silent. Understood. Your command has been implemented. Okay, good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there's a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there. Oh, so there might be a network cable in there?
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't already taken it. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves. Maybe we should go check for that first.
it's true.
Okay, let's head to the secret room. I guess. This is a terrible idea. I don't even remember where it's at. I think it's in the boys' room.
Just a second.
Oh,
Hey,
wait, where is it? Where is the secret room?
just a second. Hey,
Oh, second floor. My bad. Can I go faster? Yeah. Okay, so this one.
hey,
Hey, Makoto,
why?
are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go, and make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. I'm not gonna be able to run off if you're waiting right here. Okay, I get it. She's acting. She's so forceful. I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a
she's
second.
acting. Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Oh, okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Didn't know she was playing pretend. What's she mad at me for again? Okay, first we have to find a network cable. Network cable. Probably in the store. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this. Found it! Okay, network cable. Let's see, connect alter ego. Okay. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help.
So,
please, just wait a little longer.
I'm
He's gonna
gonna
get
do my
caught.
best.
Just hold on tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and the rest of us, as friends. Friends. Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Makoto. How does it know it's us?
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. And there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, just leave. She's walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That was for sure. Ah, Kyoko.
What?
Yes. So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. Oh my gosh, that's not what I meant. I just want to talk to you about, like, what are we gonna do about Sakura?
It's true.
Sakura. Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But with the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade them. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what can we do?
so
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. My alter ego.
correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. It's our only option. We parted ways, and I headed back to my room. I'm kind of tired. Me too. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I'm sleepy. Ding dong. Who's ringing my doorbell? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Rattle.
Makoto.
Get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me and she was as white as a ghost. Sound like something has happened. What? Uh-oh. Oh no! As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. Suddenly I found myself wide awake. She said for the four of us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Let's hurry! Go, go, go! Hina? Makoto! Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There's a window of the rec room and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Oh no. Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like throwing
Hey,
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking. I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond.
Huh?
So, what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway,
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? What if we break in? We'd be violating school regulations.
listen to me.
We're gonna force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's locked because the rec room doesn't. It's not locked because the rec room doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why?
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the. How does she know the rec room doesn't have a lock? Is it the chair? Chair?
In other words,
Either way, the door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in.
indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way in. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. She's unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, Sakura. So, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko doesn't. I guess, but like, how does she know? How often does she go in the rec room? There's only silence, but that silence didn't last long. Here, I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
Yeah. Please. Okay, let me do it. Okay, stand back, everyone. Took hold of the broom and swung it as hard as I could. Aimed directly at the window. All it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair is pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... No! Oh! Sakura! All I felt was cold death. I like Sakura. I could feel only the last glimmering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then...
A body had been discovered.
No.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin. Danganronpa.
Huh?
Asahina's gonna be crushed.
Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. It didn't begin. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began gently to inspect Sakura's body. I wonder, was she confirming that Sakura was really dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. Have to get the others. And shaky legs, Hina left the rest. And why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. I knew this was gonna happen. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Don't call her that!
Yes, yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered, and there is someone in this very room. Is that what you're going to say?
Huh?
No! Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It's one of you! Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, one of you killed Sakura! What?
What?
You're accusing us before we even begun the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything, because you hated her! You hated the sight of her!
I won't forgive you.
What if you did it? I know it! You know it?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Geez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma
Next
file!
Monokuma file.
Yeah!
Don't get so mad, Miss Sasahina. I'm gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Uh-huh.
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and
In
then...
other words,
Then I killed her. Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. The whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came at the most regrettable end without even getting a chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. This saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated...
Fuck yeah, Sakura was there. Hey, can you not?
I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well,
I don't know who it was, but whoever the black him is, this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie. Before you get all pissy-potty with me, you better figure out who did it first.
shing!
I mean, your lives are on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing.
Well, for one, I'm glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. Shut the hell up, Byakuya. I'm gonna kill you next. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Alright, now our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then, Hina is guard number 1, but we need more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me. You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. You can't order people around, Byakuya. You're not the boss here, okay? An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Kyogo's our best investigator. Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say,
What?
which is, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to set foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura!
I won't forgive
I won't
you.
let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in much greater danger as Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be avoided. So am I the only one investigating this time? How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
No, I don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy novel involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro, do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
It's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. What?
Hey,
We have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine. I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who'd want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. We can't uncover Sakura's killer.
listen to me.
All of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Dang, man. Okay, we're gonna investigate and then I'll end the stream. Because I want to do the trial all in one stream, and usually the trials are really long, so. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is no evidence of a strong blow to the victim. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Ooh, I think I know what happened to Sakura.
Hey,
I feel like I don't even need to investigate, but we're going to. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. But the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window. There's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? Right before our eyes like this?
hey,
Yeah, I want to know more about a locked room murder details.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits this crime and then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's all it was, right?
Correct.
I think I read that completely wrong, but it's okay. The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in that case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and and the door doesn't have a gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. I know I'm not doing her voice. I just want to read this to understand it. I can do that for doing her voice. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that, I mean there was actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. In Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seem the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. Let's see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay. Are you ready to investigate? Let me take a sip. Ugh. Let's start looking at things. This looks... Yep, that was a hand towel. This looks like some kind of... Oh, it's a wrapper.
Huh?
Oh, that's... You recognize it, Hina?
Well,
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. It's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little bit. So you gave her you gave the candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. To make sure no one else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
I mean,
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Poor Hina. Okay, polka dot candy wrapper has been added to our truth bullets. What's this? There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of the bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Okay, yeah, obviously. There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. The Monokuma figure. Okay. Nice. Can I get to this back here? There's blood over here. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? I'm gonna look at everything. Hold on. I'm scanning. The locker's open, and there on the inside is a handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
Looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding in their locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in there until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Well, why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then what does the handprint mean? Is this a bottle? Is this the same bottle? Oh yeah, there's the bottles that... Okay, there are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. One of them is missing, obviously. How'd they get those figures inside the bottles? That is not important right now.
So,
It's no different from your standard chip in the bottle. Huh? You know where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Yeah. Maybe I have.
in other words,
So this is a Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Monokuma bottle has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. Are you? Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Okay, but that would kill someone, right? Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of a blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have a problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see traces of blood on her lips, for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma specifically said that she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Okay. Maybe her getting hit in the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Yeah, I don't think so. Not a chance. Byakuya?
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
so,
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. No. Still, the protein can. It's got a label on it that says Kim A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Kim lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Kim lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of blue glass. They must have been parts of the window I broke to the side.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why is that?
So,
Because it looks like the cup was put on top of the glass. What do you mean? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it's becoming an important clue later on. An important clue. I'm not sure how Not sure how, but whatever. Yeah, it's definitely important. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I don't see a rag anywhere. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the only thing that I saw. Guess we should talk to everyone too.
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It has to be one of them. We couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Sorry, then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with him here. Oh, yeah, it's just a candy wrapper. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? When were you gonna tell us that? Asahina? Come on, why are you leaving things out? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. When I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. She wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, but she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stop her, by force even, this never would have happened. You know. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. You could not stop Sakura by force, Hina. Okay. But the fact that she asked those three to meet her with her here, and she asked them to come to the rec room by noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them. Okay.
However,
For Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Right? I'm thinking she was poisoned.
What?
I'm just a guess, though. That's the only way I could think of someone murdering her. If they put it in a protein shake. What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about, actually. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
And he's lying all the time, though. You're all finished. Please remove yourself from my sight. Okay. I bet if we go in his room, we could find out if that note was ripped up. Okay, I think we got everything. This door is the only way in and out of the record. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountains have been tampered with. The only noticeable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism that was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Oh, that's probably important. Let me leave. No. Okay, I'm missing something. What am I missing? What am I missing? How do I do that thing where I can... Oh, there you go. Locked. From 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around noon, so roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving Alter Ego? Oh, the same shelf full of magazines. There's different kinds of magazines here. Okay, that didn't help me at all. Okay, I looked at all that. The chair? Oh, yeah, I guess it was just in front of it. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the chair and the door, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that, so the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not the outside. But no one was in here.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then.
So you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which why I decided you'll go in my place. Okay, well, I was gonna do that anyway. Why is everyone acting like they're the boss of me? She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. I guess I got everything. The 2 went back to their rooms. Yay, it took me there. I didn't have to go myself. I want to check out the chem lab too. Okay. Who's dead? Who's dead? Can I go in his room? Let's see if that paper was. She's dead. She's dead. Oh, she's dead. Press the door button. After a few seconds.
Who's there?
Wow, the most negative aura I've ever felt. The aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the wall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? I wanted to talk to you about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What?
Well,
I don't even know what you're talking about. Ryaka already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with the master too? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was so scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. I don't believe her. I don't believe Byakuya either. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to say it's back. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Okay, are they all gonna say that they hadn't seen her? Because I feel like one of them had to have seen her. Okay, she's dead. She's dead. She's dead. She's up there. She's dead. He's dead. And here we go. I press the door. Ding dong. I press the second.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Oh, you may be gaze into my soul. Have your special abilities woken within you? I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Older told me herself that she wanted Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well,
She
she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. And she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way! I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Just a moment. Let's see. Hiro was feeling around his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. Okay, with a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. So that when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh?
Huh? What?
Oh my gosh, Hiro! Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash? That was the same candy wrapper!
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre wanted to meet with me, but I never went! So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. What next? I definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the rec room floor. Must have come from the Kim lab. Where should I start? First, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Because I've been streaming for a while and I just drank a lot of liquid. So give me just a second. welcome to the stream. If you were raided or from the stream, we're playing Danganronpa. Can you hear everything? I just turned everything back on, so. Okay. We're investigating Sakura's death. Hopefully that is not a spoiler to you, because that is where we are in the game. Okay. Okay, let's go to the chem lab. I don't remember what floor it's on. I think it's on the 4th. Maybe the 3rd. Rec room. No, it's on the 4th floor, I think. Chem lab, yes. Oh yeah! Okay, there's gotta be something that gives us. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Shut up! I hate you! Is he gonna die? Is he gonna survive this whole time? Because if so, I'm gonna find him personally, and I'm gonna give him the old 1-2. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, I got it. I think what you need to say was, yes sir, I understand. Shut up! I literally never want to hear you talk again. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of this shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where the protein powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. 𝒑𝒊𝒏𝒅. That has a death symbol on it, so I imagine that is not protein powder. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right. It could have only been around the same time as the incident. If that is really what happened, it must be related to the case. Source of the powder. Anything else in here? On this shelf is... One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. Yeah, see? C9. C9. These look like poisonous and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit C section. That would make sense. And this came from that section because it is a C4. C4. Oh, okay. He's just
So in other words...
Shut up. I don't want you talking more than you need to. So on this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents? Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived such an ignorance for so long? It must truly be a bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, you think the studying science and mathematics has no practical application to the real world?
That's fine.
The world's of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. Shut up. I didn't even say that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. Make sure if people are trying to get me to buy viewers, we block them. I don't need that on my chat. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess we consider section B. Okay, yes, of course. I guess I don't have to worry about the shelf. Let's see what's on this shelf. Okay, dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled C9! Oh my gosh! Could someone have put this here on accident? I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplement, Section B has reagent, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder for Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Okay. And C4 is on the ground, so watch out, watch out, watch out! Let me look at the powder itself. Are these footprints? They're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch a floor plan. By we, do you mean me? Oh, how kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. Okay, so I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. I don't know why we need to do that, but... so how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So when you look at this, like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
I don't know why we had to draw it out to like figure that out, but these footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. Show me your shoes, 𝒑𝒊𝒏𝒅. We're trying to prove your innocence here. I have nothing to do with Sakura other than being her friend. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what 𝒑𝒊𝒏𝒅 said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are actually a valuable clue. Okay. What do I do then? Do I have to get everyone to put their feet in the powder? Or... Oops. What am I missing? This? Why are you looking?
So in other words...
What am I missing? In the middle? There on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, okay, yeah, we know. According to 𝒑𝒊𝒏𝒅, the powder would have had been spilt right around the same time as it consumed. That's all I can tell for now. Oh, okay, that's all I needed. I've already taken a good... Maybe I should go look at the rec room. Okay, can it take me there, please? Oh, it's not gonna take me directly there. Should I talk to him again?
I see.
Makoto, I admit, you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Did Byakuya actually compliment me? Okay. He's in love with me too. He's just playing hard to get. Okay, how do we get back? No? How do I get over there? I'm probably going the wrong way. That's the physics lab. Rec room, where are you? This school is so freaking huge. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, I gotta go all the way around. Oh, shoot. Sorry. There it is.
Hey,
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? Okay, I told Kyoko and Toko and Hiro what? Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they are both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying?
Anyway,
Yeah, obviously. Fireman is really itchy. I say this every stream, but it gets so itchy when I stream for some reason. I don't know why. Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These two things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. Okay. Ooh, I keep clicking on that. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered on Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew,
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't really recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there's still sometimes. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal. And how can you...
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. Whoa! What? No, Kyoko. Don't just skip over that. What do you mean you've touched a lot of dead bodies in the past? Because she does not remember her past. So, like... How does she know that?
hey,
Okay, more importantly, look here. Her shoes?
correct.
You see the yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yeah, because there was yellow powder in the chem lab.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look closely.
it's
carefully.
true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. Oh, 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Okay, what does it matter if she had blood on her hands, though? Been added to the truth bullets. Okay. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Okay, and then we need to look at the... of glass. Oh, maybe it's blue bottles. Okay, Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the 𝒑𝒐𝒏𝒅 bottles. Something new, something new.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Oh, there's 2 missing. Right? 2? Hey, Kyoko, can you just tell me a little grace?
so...
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Why not? Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer! My girlfriend doesn't trust me! Oh, she does. To a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. I will take a degree over nothing.
Hey,
Okay. Actually, there's one other thing about the 𝒑𝒐𝒏𝒅 bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind me helping me, right? As long as you don't hit me over the head. An experiment.
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken 𝒑𝒐𝒏𝒅 bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay for me to mess with a crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here,
So then,
I'm glad we agree. Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I do what my woman tells me to. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. What kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the 𝒑𝒐𝒏𝒅 bottles that's still intact. Why would you want to do that? Maybe to see how many bottles it is? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen,
First, let's compare the weight of... God, I'm bad at math. Hopefully I don't have to do any of it. Let's compare the weight of 2 of the normal 𝒑𝒐𝒏𝒅 bottles. It's balanced.
in other words,
Which means each 𝒑𝒏𝒅 bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The 𝒑𝒏𝒅 figures inside are basically the same and nothing else can really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them out, but there's a chance I might have missed something.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? Broken pieces are heavier? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's trying to say there were 2 bottles, but she could have just said that.
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put it together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. I get it. There's 2 bottles. Okay, and then the magazine shelf. What is clue? The magazine is upside down. So? Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. Oh! There's blood in it. This is... One of the pages near the center of the magazine had a word had been written in blood. Bloody letters. It said Toko. Could this be a dying message? Not another one? Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
Is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like
What
it.
the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? You can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but this seems too easy. If anything, it would make me that much more suspicious. Okay. Ooh, that's the end. Dun dun dun.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Dang, ruthless.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. We're gonna end it there, and we will do the class trial in another stream because that is long enough to be a stream all of in itself. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop a follow. Go subscribe to my YouTube and my Instagram. We just made a Discord, so if you want to join that, it is linked in my Twitch stuff. There's Twitch links. So go join that, and we can talk and hang out, and maybe you could be in the stream. Who knows? Maybe we can play a game. So yeah. Again, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night or whatever time it is, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!